Hi, and thanks for tuning in again for your Written in the Stars October Taroscope. I'm so happy you decided to join me. This is where I do a tarot reading monthly for each sign, and I'm so excited for October. I'm still getting my costume together. Do you have yours? But happy Halloween, happy Samhain, happy Dia de los Muertos, and all that awesome stuff coming up in October that I'm so excited for. But I will not go off onto an excited Halloween tangent. Without further ado, here is your Written in the Stars October Taroscope. Thanks for tuning in. Hey Scorpio. Thank you again for joining me for your October 2016 Taroscope. Happy birthday to you, late October Scorpios. Let us see what is up for you in October 2016. Okay, October 2016. Oh, damn, Scorpio. I don't get much more scorpionic than that. Scorpio, October 2016. Scorpio, October 2016. Okay. Let's line these guys up a little better so you can see that. Okay. Scorpio, your month kicks off with a bang. Very central to your journey this month is going to be the end of something. The tower is going to fall in October. And I don't want to sugarcoat it because A, you're a Scorpio and you don't need me to sugarcoat it. But B, when things crumble in your life, it's because the foundation was faulty and it had to fall. So with as much grace as you can, walk away from this tower. Walk away from the rubble, from the wreckage. Excuse me. It's essential that you need... Wow. This is very interesting. I wonder how many of you Scorpios have Libra rising, because these two came up as a pair in Libra's reading. Let me know if you are in the comments. That would be very interesting. You need to walk away from the devil in your life. So the devil is not Satan. Tarot is pre-Christian, so the tarot does not even acknowledge anything to do with Satan or the devil in that sense of, like, you know, the Prince of Darkness. However, not to be confusing, but the devil pretty much is the Prince of Darkness in the sense of he is not Satan or evil, but he does rule the quote-unquote shadow aspect of us, the parts of us that we don't like, the lust, rage, temptation, you know, obsession, just things about us that we find like, ew, that's distasteful, I don't want to be like that. And for you, Scorpio, I'm feeling like this person or this situation is just kind of like limiting your freedom, but you are shackling yourself to it if you're being honest with yourself, which, you know, you're usually pretty honest with yourself. You usually get to the nitty-gritty. I really feel like you need to cut this off. Coming up right on the heels of the devil is this Knight of Swords, this force in your life right now that is encouraging you. Like, I feel like you're getting so many messages that say, like, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. Like, move on, move on, move on. Like, take action, make your speech, have the confrontation, have the conversation, make the jump, like, make the leap, like, do the damn thing. And I'm really feeling like that has to do with walking away from the devil and cutting off the devil. I want you to notice, if you just glance at this card, much like in life, if you just look at a situation really briefly and you don't give it a lot of thought, it looks like these two people in the card are chained up with the devil. But if you look closer, the chains are just lying at their feet. Their feet are completely free. Their hands are free. It's simply the threat of his power that keeps them there. It's not even any kind of physical limitation. So I feel like a lot of you are feeling really duty bound to something that is A, toxic, and B, dead end. Like, it is not it is not going anywhere. Like, there is a glass ceiling, and Spirit is being a little bit brutal right now. They're saying that, like, you knew this. You knew already that this situation, like, did not have the potential that you really actually desire. Because you want everything, Scorpio. You're intense. You want to feel it all, and you want to feel it for real. You don't want it halfway. You don't want the Splenda of life. You know, you want the sugar. Like, give it to me straight. And there's just, I feel like, God, this is like incredible, Scorpio, because you're such a powerful person and a powerful sign, and arguably the most powerful in the zodiac. I mean, influence and authority and, like, grabbing life by the balls, which, you know, you rule that, the genital region in astrology, grabbing life by the balls, and I feel like you haven't been doing that. And wow, Spirit is hilarious, Scorpio, because as I said that, right after I said it, my eyes flicked over to this guy, and it's like, yeah, he's not grabbing life by the balls. It looks like he's covering his own balls. Like, life, please stop kicking me in the balls. And like, Scorpio, you are, again, Spirit is being like really blunt, but you are choosing this limitation. You are choosing to play in the sandbox that is, like, too small and is full of, like, nails and broken glass. Like, there is a much better sandbox, like, just a few feet away, but you're gonna have to get up and get out and leave behind, like, the crappy, shitty bully kid that nobody else wants to hang out with, but you're in there with him because, you know, you feel bad. Like, no. Like, pull yourself up out of that negative situation, because there are much better things waiting for you. There's really so much potential, but the key in the potential here, like, I keep seeing you like blindfolded and not looking at things for what they really are, like locking yourself into negative situations. And it's not easy to walk away, but there is so much better waiting for you, like partnership and flow and balance and joy and just abundance and creativity, just so many good things waiting for you. But I think the good news, the really good news among all this, like, harsh advice and the harsh situation that you find yourself in, and I really want to say that this is like, it's all internal for a lot of you. For a lot of you, this is all just internal war that you're having, an internal wrestling that you're doing, needing to walk away from, like, your demons, quote unquote, and really free yourself. Because right now, again, I feel like you're really limiting your own power. For some of you, maybe the devil is entirely internal, like the negative self-talk. These are general readings, so, you know, I'm giving all of the messages that I'm receiving, so I can't be as specific as I would like to be. So again, for some of you, that's an external devil, like a dead-end job or a toxic relationship or friendship that you need to leave behind. And for some of you, it's like negative self-talk and negative shooting yourself in the foot, like self-sabotage, like the things that you do to keep yourself where you are, even though you complain and hate where you are at times. So when it comes to a situation in your life, because some of these situations in your life are going to be like amazing and are in great flow, and we're going to get to this good stuff, I promise. I just, you know, I want to get down to the nitty gritty. And besides, the good stuff kind of comes after all this business. But the good news is that you are doing the limiting yourself. Like, you are choosing to remain in the situation, which means that it is fully in your control to walk away and to get up and say, you know what, like, why did I build, like, my fortress the size of a child's toy, like, to where I could just sit in there and barely move. Like, you are meant for bigger things, better things, and they're waiting for you. And I feel like you have very good influences around you. There is, like, a friend or a partner, for a lot of you, a romantic partner. But for some of you, I feel like it's a very close friend, somebody who you really see eye to eye with. And this person, like, there's a wonderful partnership there. There's a wonderful love and exchange there. And this person wants to help you leave those fears behind. That person is encouraging you to make a change, to do a little alchemy, to make your apathy and your dissatisfaction and just like synthesize it into rocket fuel to propel you toward what you want, to get you out of this sense of limitation and back into your sense of power, back into your sense of like abundance. Like, I have it all. I am the shit. I am the boss. I am the queen. I'm the king. Like, you... Now I really want to say that, wow, like, yes, okay, so as I'm looking at this, I'm feeling like there really is, there's somebody that you need to partner up with creatively, and I feel like you got something similar to this last month. But I feel like, again, that there is somebody that can really inspire you creatively and give you great ideas for like where to go. I'm noticing here how he's pointing, like that way, go that way. This person can really help you strategize. This person can really help you fire yourself up. And because you already have everything that you need, like you have the resources, you're sitting pretty, you have all the talent, you have all the skill, you have all the resources, but this person, this influence can show you how to do it. So look for teachers and mentors, look for friends that you think are inspiring. And, you know, for some people, this is like, yeah, sure, like find like a business coach or a life coach. But it can also be just, again, somebody that you really look up to that is doing something similar to you or has had success doing something that you think is cool, and just kind of pick their brain and see what kind of good influence they bring. I feel like a lot of you are waiting. You're waiting on information, and you're kind of being, I mean, the High Priestess is very Scorpionic. She does not like come out with her guns blazing. She sits back like coolly and quietly and gets all the information before she proceeds. And Spirit is saying like that's okay to do, as long as you actually go ahead and look at the information. Like this lady with the blindfold here, like don't do that. Like look at things for what they are. Take your time. There's no... Okay, so it's hard because I want to say there's no rush to do this thing, but it's like Spirit really wants you to do it, so I kind of don't want to let you off the hook in a sense by saying like there's no rush. Like it's important that you do it, but it's understandable. You're a fixed sign that you want to know you've got, you know, everything straight, that you know everything that you need to know. So do your research. Do your research, be receptive to messages. I mean, messages like this, you may have just happened to stumble upon this video and click it. And other things that you do like that, or when the same song plays in the car and then you see it on a billboard and then you hear it over the loudspeaker when you go to the grocery store. Pay attention to those things, even if the song or whatever it is, the phrase or the image had no meaning to you before. Look for the symbols, look for the signs. They're trying to come through to you, and you're a very naturally intuitive person, so just be open to that. And be open to seeing confirmation and validation. And Spirit is saying definitely ask questions, and asking specifically, like, can you, you know, wow, like for some people, like, okay, and then if that's a good decision, I would like to see the image of a rubber duck in the next, you know, 3 days or something like that. Like put yourself to little tests and get your validation and your confirmation, and use your intuition and play little, you know, magical games with yourself. That'd be fun. And the real key to this month, as I said, is that you need to like lift up your head, take off your blindfold, and look at life for what it is. Right now, you're really focused on how it's not the way that it should be. Like look at that perfect picture behind the guy of the 4 cups that are like flowing, and there's flowers, and like the water is like just impossibly like without gravity, like just a fountain. And then in front of him are just like these 3 sloppy, fucking empty, messy cups. And what the hell is this? Like, it was supposed to look like that painting, and instead it looks like this. Like, and he's very, you know, consternated and stuck in that feeling, kind of wallowing in that feeling. And if he would just shift his perspective, like 1 foot over, like right over his shoulder, some mysterious, benevolent figure is pouring him a new cup. So there are beautiful new things waiting to come into your life by the end of October, Scorpio. And in order to get them, you're going to need to kind of get yourself out of this very self-limiting situation and attitude, because there's real alchemy and real magic happening, and there are people that want you to succeed and want you to have more money, more authority, more fun. So go ahead and cut through the crap. Like, cut through the crap and get to where you want to be. You are the only one in your own way, and I mean that in the good sense. Like, when you're ready, when you choose, you can go forward. And to choose one card that I really want you to focus on this month, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with Temperance, because this is not an easy month for you. So it's going to be really important that you do things like, okay, make sure that you actually go to sleep and get your 7-8 hours, whatever it is that you need to feel like comfortable. Eat nutritious food, drink lots of water, allow for balance to come into your life. Don't like go out and get like way too shit-faced on Halloween, okay? Like, I want you to have fun and everything, but you know, be a little careful. Some of you, I am feeling like the tendency or the possibility of going overboard around Halloween, since that's like your favorite holiday ever. So remember, just a little bit of moderation. Like, just get that designated driver, you know, like, just do it and save yourself like a lot of like trouble. And always keep a handy earth sign friend, like a Taurus, Capricorn, you know, Virgo, somebody to kind of keep you in line and keep you safe. All right. I love you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for listening. I'm really glad you did. If you enjoyed this, please, you know, share it with your Scorpio friends, or let me know in the comments if anything resonated with you. And if you liked this reading and you would like something a little more, you know, exact and in-depth, unique to you, you can book a reading with me. I've linked up my little online shop below where you can choose from a bunch of different readings, and I would love to work with you. I hope you have a great month, Scorpio. Thank you so much, and I hope that I will see you in November. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you had a great reading and that you found it really empowering. If you have any questions or comments about your reading, or if anything really resonated with you, I would love to hear about it in the comments, or you can also find me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter and send me your questions or comments there. I'd love to hear them. And if you really enjoyed your reading and you would like something a little more personal, a little more in-depth, you can schedule a personal reading with me. I've got readings from like as low as $5 and on up. And you can check that out at my little online shop, linked below. And I just want to thank you so much again for listening. I really appreciate it, and it's been a pleasure, and I will see you next month. Bye!